Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and we have another one here from Hobby Master, of course. In a 1/72nd scale diecast, we have ourselves a Curtis SB2C-1 Helldiver, and this particular one is from a VB-17 while aboard the USS Bunker Hill in 1943. Now, this was an American-made carrier-based dive bomber, first used by the US Navy during World War II in 1942 within the Pacific Theatre. Now, these were initially plagued by pretty poor manufacturing problems and so many issues, but it did go on to replace the Dauntless, but it didn't get very much love from the pilots nor the carriers they were assigned to. Even so, around 7,140 of these aircraft were built in all variants, and our aircraft, as I said, is one aboard the USS Bunker Hill from VB-17, and this was flown by James Vose. Now, as part of Task Force 38, he would lead VB-17 into their first combat mission flying in these Helldivers in an attack on a Japanese base in Rabaul. Now, 23 Helldivers with support from fighter cover as well. They would go in and destroy one Japanese destroyer and damage another 3 destroyers as well as a cruiser after 20 minutes for the loss of 4 Helldivers. And speaking of Helldivers, let's dive into this and have a little look. So now it's actually not a small aircraft. This is quite a large aircraft, so it does have a little bit of info in the side of the flap like usual, and that awesome looking diecast model kicking back in there, but it is no good in that, is it? So what we'll do is we'll get this Helldiver out and get our hands on it and have a real good look at it. Alright, with our Helldivers packet out of the box, and speaking of box, this is the box it comes in. It is an older one. It does have some aircraft on the back of it, but what it does have in it, it's got set of instructions in there on the base there. That is pretty cool. I think that is fantastic. And as I said, this is an older one, so if you do like what you see today, you will have to hunt on the second-hand market for one of these. We'll get this open and get our hands on this awesome looking aircraft. Now, of course, it does come with the usual base, and it does also come with your 2 little crew members, which are really well painted. That is a lot of detail, and those sections that we do need to put in the wings as well, which is pretty cool. Now, it does have the landing gear options and, of course, the modification for the back. You swap those pieces out if you want to have the gun out or if you want to have the canopy closed. Let's see if we can get this out, because there is some fiddly little bits sticking out of this, and I do not want to sausage finger them off. They are still on there, which is good. We will move this packet out of the way, if I can manage to do that, and check this awesome looking aircraft out. This is straight out of the box, and boy, it does look really nice. And as I said, we've got to put those little pieces on there, but the details on there are really nice too. That does look pretty cool. There is some detail in there. The canopy does... Well, it doesn't slide open much. That's as far as it goes without me pushing too hard. It's got a little bit of detail in there. That looks pretty cool. So we do have to remove this piece here, which is quite easy, obviously. And you put the lowered section in there, and that way you can move the gun around, which is another pretty cool feature of this model. But boy, this does look fantastic. Build quality wise, I mean, it is not the most awesome looking aircraft. It does not ooze sex appeal at all. But the overall build quality of this is really well done. Now, let us see if we can turn this upside down and have a little look underneath there. So it is, I'm assuming, set up for in-flight. I'm assuming that's a fixed tail wheel for this. And you've got the retracted landing gear there, and you've got these little, be careful of those little aerial pieces there. They will be easy to knock off for sure. And you can remove that weapons bay door there too to reveal the loadout, I think, so that will be pretty cool. And does the propeller spin? Yeah, it spins all right. But this does look pretty cool. What we'll do is we'll actually set this up properly and come back with the aircraft set up for in-flight, and we'll check that out. All right, we'll be back in just a second. All right, this is how it will look in flight, closed up, heading towards its target. Now, the the canopy here, this is very loose, so if you, as soon as you turn it upside down, it'll drop off. It doesn't clip into anything, which is a little bit disappointing, but I mean, it's not like you're going to be flying your aircraft around, so it won't make any real difference. And of course, well, we'll turn it upside down, but hold that canopy in. And of course, you've got to take out these little plugs here so that you can put the stand on it, because this is the three-piece stand that you are provided with, and that goes over like that. And if we put that in like that, of course, that goes over your bomb bay door. So you actually can't have this aircraft with the bomb bay door open and doing a bombing run while in flight, because that covers it. So, which is a little bit strange, that the only option you get to have the bomb bay door open is when it's sitting on the ground. But obviously this is how this will set up for in-flight. And we put those pieces in the wings there, and that all sets up nicely. And for you in-flight guys, this is how your awesome-looking Helldiver is going to look. And look, build-wise, it is pretty solid. I reckon it's not too bad. All right, what we'll do is we'll put some landing gear on this, of course, and we'll come back and check this out all opened up. So we'll open that turret section out as well and come back and have a little look at that. All right, here we have this Helldiver set up for gear down. There's the exposed bomb bay door. You know, normally you'd be in flight seeing this, but you obviously cannot have this open when you've got it in flight on the stand. And you do put your stand plugs back in their holes, and you put the landing gear sections in their spot. And it does have those two little holes there. They are the locator holes for when you have gear up. But they are really visible when you have your gear down option in, and that is a little bit unsightly, but hey, that's not everything's perfect, but this is how she does look set up in gear down, and very straightforward. Such a nice looking build, this. And I've opened up the sections here. Normally you'd have them open when you're diving on your target, but they just open up like that. You just move them. This is straightforward. And I've put the lowered section down here so you can see the gun, which is pretty cool. It does move around as well, so it moves really smoothly, but as you can see, look how tiny that is compared to my fingers. That is crazy small. And of course, well, you know, you put your canopy back on, but that does, you know, you can slide it back over, but it does sit like that for when you have the gun in the operating position, and that does look really cool. It has a lot of detail, comes up fantastic. And yeah, you definitely, well, look, if you're after one of these are quite old. You do have to hunt on the second-hand market for one of these, but I reckon it does set up very nicely indeed. And it does look pretty cool for sure if you like your US Navy dive bombers, even though not many people did like this one in real life. So if you did enjoy the video at all, hey, throw us one of those if you can find that button down there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel too if you're enjoying the videos you're seeing. And I'll do the usual, I'll take some photos of this. You can check them out at the end of the video. Look, sausage finger test, this is quite a large aircraft. It's not small, so, but look, it's something a little bit different too. So hopefully you did enjoy the content that we had today. All right, everyone, I'll wind up the video. And once again, thank you so much for dropping past and checking out another one of our diecast videos. I did hope you enjoyed the Helldiver today. All right, everyone, you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.